Huawei's latest smartphone, the Mate 20 Pro, is the first Mate phone in India that is also quite expensive. I mean, it's more expensive than Samsung's most expensive smartphone, the Galaxy Note 9. Generally, that is a title taken by Google or Apple smartphones. Now, the Huawei Mate 20 Pro comes with a lot of features. It's packed to the gills with features, but are they very useful, and should you spend 70,000 rupees on this one? You're watching India Today Tech. I'm Rahul Sethi, and let's take a look at Huawei's most expensive smartphone in India till date, the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Now, Huawei has made the Mate 20 Pro very much like the Galaxy S9 Plus. I mean, imagine the S9 Plus with a notch, and you would know what the Mate 20 Pro looks like. It has a dual edge curved display that curves around the edges and gives you a very infinity display kind of feel. The display has very thin bezels. I mean, you won't even recognize that there are bezels around unless you include the protrusive notch. Now, the notch is there for a reason. The phone comes with IR based face recognition, and there are a lot of sensors very similar to the iPhone 10 or the 10s that goes on the notch to give it a facial recognition that works equally well in low light or good light conditions. Thanks to the notch, it can pack more screen area compared to the Galaxy S9 Plus and gives you a nearly 6.4-inch display in a similar form factor. But the distinguishing feature comes at the back. First, you see there are a triple camera setup that, along with the dual LED flash, looks like a quad camera setup and is done in a very beautiful manner. And secondly, the glass back has a very beautiful color reflection. I mean, it's multicolor tone with a very dark tone at the bottom, and as you go up, reflects a tinge of violet, purple and blue. Also, the glass at the back has nano coating, so it gives you a very good grip when you hold it in the hands and does not attract much of fingerprints or smudges. The frame is made out of solid metal, and the glass back curves and melts seamlessly into the frame. Also beneath the glass, there's wireless charging technology, so as soon as you put it on the pad, the phone will start charging. But Huawei has put another technology that is called reverse wireless charging, which means that this phone can charge other smartphones as well that have wireless charging, and all you have to do is put that smartphone at the back of this one and it will start charging. The phone is also IP68 water and dust resistant, which means you can put it inside 1.5 meters of depth of water without damaging it. But there are more clever features that Huawei has put on this one. For example, if you go around the phone, you will see there are no speaker grill on the device, but it still has dual speakers paired with Dolby Atmos audio. So the catch here is Huawei has put the first speaker inside the earpiece at the top, and the second one is integrated inside the Type-C USB port. Yeah, the Type-C USB port. But the audio is not as good as what you get on the Pixel 3 probably, but it's very loud, crisp and clear. It also has a very nice surround effect that accentuates the movie watching experience on its curved display. Another clever thing on the Mate 20 Pro is the SIM card slot. You will see a single slot can take both the SIM cards, one on the top side and one on the bottom side, and you can also use a nano memory instead of SIM 2, which makes the memory on this one expandable in case you don't need to use the SIM 2. Other things include the primary and secondary microphone at the bottom with a third mic put at the top. There is an IR blaster. You will not find any headphone jack, and we showed this in our unboxing video that you get a 3.5mm converter to go with the phone. The volume rocker and the power button is put on the right side, with the power button getting a different color. On the notch, you have the ambient light and proximity sensors, the front camera, earpiece, LED notification light, and the IR based face recognition sensors. The phone also has dual 4G standby, which means both the SIM cards can run 4G at the same time. Now, Mate 20 Pro's display has a Quad HD resolution and comes with HDR10 support. And as amazing is its color reproduction, brightness and sharpness levels on the display is, the lack of bezels make watching movies fun. As bright as Samsung's Super AMOLED panels, but quite crisp and great in color reproduction as well, which means it gives you best of both worlds. The fingerprint scanner is put beneath the display and is slightly faster than what we have seen on the Vivo Nex S or maybe the OnePlus 60 as well, but it's not very consistent. In contrast, we really like the IR based face recognition, which works in almost all lighting situations and is quite accurate and fast. Now, the Huawei Mate 20 Pro is one of the first smartphones to come with 7nm chipset, at least in the Android space. It runs the Kirin 980 with 6GB of RAM, and the combination is very powerful. I mean, no matter what you throw at it, high graphic games, multitasking or even heavy applications, it runs it pretty smoothly. Huawei has also refined the interface. It runs the latest EMUI that is built on top of the Android 9 Pie. The animations are smoother, you get less clutter, there are lesser third-party apps and features also that add to the bloatware, and overall you get a much better experience compared to previous Huawei flagships. I mean, it's not really the best interface you can get right now. We found the navigation is much more smoother on the iPhones, but EMUI is improving day by day, and that on the Mate 20 Pro is one of the finest we have seen till now. The big highlight on the Mate 20 Pro is the cameras. The triple camera setup at the back is not really a gimmick. You get a lot of features, but it also does a great job when it comes to capturing quality photos. In good light scenarios, you will see it has amazing color production and the photos come out to be pretty sharp. It's a 40 megapixel sensor, so you get a lot of details, and the landscape shots also you will see most of the parts in the image are quite sharp. Artificial intelligence works well on this device. It detects almost any scene that you're going to capture and changes the camera settings accordingly. For example, if you take the camera close to an object, it automatically switches to super macro, and in the background what it does is it switches from normal to wide angle lens. In case it detects a human face, it would automatically switch to portrait mode. Now this automatic switching may look nice, but it is also irritating at times, and you need to change it back to normal mode if you don't want the preset settings selected by the AI based camera app. Nonetheless, you get good details on the wide angle camera as well, and it captures sharp and detailed photos, something that you don't really get on most of the cameras that use wide angle lenses. The telephoto camera can do 3x optical zoom, and that is also a nice addition. Again, you lose out on details, and the dynamic range is not that good, but it's a nice addition in case you're clicking telephoto shots. We're talking about the selfie camera. The Huawei Mate 20 Pro also does a lot of over sharpening and beautification on the selfies. Although it works amazingly well, be it good light situation, low light or indoors. In fact, we were really impressed with the extreme low light shots taken by the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. It retains colors and dynamic range pretty nicely. We were also impressed with the battery backup on the Mate 20 Pro. I mean, it gives you a day and a half of backup on full charge, which is quite amazing for a phone having this big a display, especially having Quad HD resolution. I mean, it's way beyond what you expect on phones like the Galaxy Note 9 that have a similar configuration. The fast charging on this one is also pretty impressive. It comes with a 40-watt adapter that charges the smartphone up to 70% in just half an hour, which is amazing. Beyond 80%, the charging slows down to prevent battery damage, and within an hour you get a full tank. This is even better than what you get on the OnePlus Dash charging system. So the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, as you saw, is packed to gills with features and clever innovations, and most of them are very useful ones, not really a gimmick, including the cameras. And this is quite a rare combination to find in a single smartphone. And that is what makes this phone one of the finest ones launched in 2018. It is surely expensive, and you would prefer going for a Pixel 3 or an Apple iPhone XR, which hover around a similar price tag and try to give you slightly more refined experience. But the Mate 20 Pro has a lot of more features that you want to try out in an Android smartphone. It also gives you features like reverse wireless charging, an amazing fast charging, and a crisp, curved, thin bezel display to go with. Do let us know what you think about the Mate 20 Pro in the comment section below. And if you've liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to get latest videos on technology, smartphones and other gadgets like this. Thank you for watching.